Hey everyone, let's talk about what it takes to actually master a new skill in this day and age. And we're going to use something I think a lot of us are pretty passionate about: coffee. On the surface, it's just this simple daily ritual. But if you've ever really tried to nail that perfect cup, you know there's this huge, complex world just under the surface. So let's dive in. Does this sound familiar? You decide, okay, today's the day I'm going to perfect my pour over. So you open up your laptop, you find one video, then another, and then before you know it, you've got 10 tabs open. Suddenly it's 3 hours later, and honestly, you're more confused than when you started. Believe me, you are not alone in this. And that whole experience, we're calling it the coffee learning maze. It's that classic YouTube rabbit hole where it feels like every video contradicts the last one. It's just a really frustrating way to try and learn anything, right? So let's be super clear here. The problem isn't that there's a lack of information out there. Oh no. The problem is information chaos. There's this endless ocean of tips, tricks, and tutorials, but without any kind of structure, it's all just noise. And that noise, it just leads to more confusion, not clarity. This right here, this really breaks down that chaos. You've got the conflicting advice. One expert says, grind coarse. The next one says, no, grind fine. There's no clear path forward, so you end up wasting so much time and effort on stuff that doesn't build on anything. You're left with this random pile of facts, a bunch of dots that just don't connect. Okay, so if that's the problem, what's the solution? Well, it's definitely not about finding one more magic video. It's about finding a completely different approach, a structured one that can finally replace all that chaos with some real clarity. And this, right here, just shows you the difference perfectly. On the left, you've got the old way, just random, confusing, and totally incomplete. But on the right, you have a new way, and we're using a program like Coffea Academy as an example. The keywords here are game changers: structured, expert-led, and comprehensive. It's a total shift in how you learn. So how does this Academy method actually work? I mean, what makes it so different from just binging a playlist of videos? Let's break down what really goes into creating a better learning experience. At its core, a platform like Coffea Academy is so much more than just videos. It's an actual structured curriculum. The goal isn't just to show you a couple of cool tricks. It's designed from the ground up to help you truly master both the creative art and the precise science behind that perfect cup of coffee. So the curriculum is basically built on 3 main pillars. First, it's modern online education, which means you can access it from anywhere. Second, it perfectly balances that creative art of brewing with the hard, data-driven science of extraction. But third, and I think this is so interesting, is its focus on a specific world context. In this case, the African coffee scene. Now, this isn't just a side note. It's a super important perspective that connects the cup in your hand all the way back to its origins, its history, and the people who grow it. The goal of any good learning system should be transformation. It's about creating a clear, measurable journey. And in this case, it's a path that's literally designed to take anyone from a total beginner to a seriously confident pro. And the best part is, that's not a journey you have to take alone. A curriculum is only as good as the people teaching it, right? This kind of platform is usually led by real, established industry experts, people like Felix Ogunda, who bring years and years of real-world experience as baristas, roasters, and even competition judges. That's how you know the information is not just credible, it's actually relevant. I love this quote because it just perfectly sums up the whole mission. Our goal is to replace guesswork with mastery. Just think about what that really means for a second. It's the difference between hoping your coffee turns out well and knowing it will because you finally understand the principles behind it all. It's about intention, not just luck. So what does this all add up to? It's not just another online course you sign up for and forget about. For anyone who's actually serious about learning, this represents a whole new path forward. It's like a playbook for success. The main takeaway here is really simple, but it's also incredibly powerful. It's a call to action. Ditch that frustrating guesswork you get from random tutorials, and instead, just commit to learning the craft the right way, with a system that's actually designed for real understanding and skill. And that really brings us to the final question for you. After seeing the 2 paths side by side, that maze of random videos versus a structured road to expertise, which one are you going to choose? Are you ready to finally stop scrolling and start mastering the craft you're so passionate about? The choice, as they say, is yours.